In this video, we're going to look at an examination past paper question, and that is from mechanics. So the question says, a particle of mass m kg is pulled up a ramp slope by a force of 26 Newton that acts at an angle of 45 degrees to the slope. The particle experiences a constant frictional force of magnitude 12 Newton. Given that tan alpha is 1 over root 3 and that the acceleration of the particle is 1 meters per second, show that m equals 1.08 kilograms, 3 significant figures. And we can say our diagram is just near here. When you take a look at our question, it's talking about ramp slope. So in our previous question, we look at 2 different examples from 2 different videos, and all of them talks about smooth surface or smooth slope. So in this question, we're going to look at how to tackle a question with rough slope. So stay tuned up to the end of this video, and also go ahead and subscribe to the channel in order for you to get some notification whenever I upload a new video. So let's go ahead and start with our solution. So we're going to indicate some forces that are not indicated here, and one of these forces is the normal reaction. So the normal reaction is always perpendicular to the surface. And also we need to show the weight of this particle, and that is acting always down perpendicular to the ground. Now next is also we need dotted line here that is parallel to the plane, and the angle still remains the same as 45 degrees. After that, we need to indicate these 2 forces we have just brought here, and the first one is the mass times acceleration due to gravity equals to the weight of this particle. Remember, we are asked to get the mass to be exactly like what we have here. Now, this is the normal reaction to the surface in which the force is acting. And I've been told that this 12 Newton is the frictional force acting along this direction. So for this body to move in the opposite direction to the friction, then it must accelerate upward as positive. So from here, our information is quite complete, except we need to indicate this alpha here. We need to bring a dotted line exactly at this point, and we also know that the angle is alpha. Now, given this information, before we do any resolution, let's take a look at the angle given for us here, and that is tan alpha equals 1 over root 3. So let us draw the right angle triangle just next here. Let us indicate our angle alpha. If we have tan alpha as 1 over root 3, tan is defined by opposite over adjacent. So our opposite is 1, adjacent is root 3. So here, obviously, we're gonna get 2. And in case you don't know how this 2 comes about, just let this side to be any letter of your choice, say x, and this is squared. Since it's hypotenuse, it will be the same as the sum of the square of the remaining side, and that is 3 under a root square plus 1 also square. And these 2, remove the root sign, we're gonna have 3 plus squaring 1, we also get 1. And this still give us our x. So when we sum these together, we'll have 4, and we are getting a square root. Since we're dealing with length, then we're gonna consider only the positive root, and that is 2. So that is how I derived these 2 here before doing any calculation. So in exam, the moment you're able to recognize this step is not necessary. So what you just need to do is to draw this and indicate that for you to easily recognize the remaining ratios. For now, our sine of angle alpha will be given by the opposite, that is 1 over hypotenuse, and that is 2. In case you need to use cos, we're going to have cos of alpha as adjacent, and that is root 3 over hypotenuse 2. So up to this point, we can now move on and we start with our resolution. The forces that will make this body to move upward is only this one, that is 26 Newton. So we're going to resolve along the horizontal to the plane. So let's do that, and we have just down here, that is 26 cos of 45 degrees, and that is the force moving up. Now the next forces that are moving in the opposite direction is the frictional force that is already in horizontal. So we're going to subtract this away, and mg along this horizontal also. Let's go ahead and make that. So we're going to have minus 12 minus mg sine of angle alpha, and this must give us ma, and mass is what we are told to look for. Acceleration is from the question here, that is 1 meters per second. So we're going to go ahead and replace with 1 in our next step here. Now let's go on and take a look at that. We know cos of 45 is root 2 over 2. In case you're not sure that cos of 45 is root 2 over 2, just go ahead and get your calc and try that what is cos of 45, and simply you'll get it as root 2 over 2 as I've just mentioned. So we're going to multiply 26 by root 2 over 2. Then we subtract away 12, and we say minus mg sine of alpha. So we know sine of alpha is 1/2, and we equate this to 1 times m, as 1 is the acceleration and m is the mass we're trying to get. Now at this point, we need to remove this 2 by multiplying everything by 2. So before that, you can say that these 2 can cancel with 26 to 13. Now when we multiply again to remove that 2, we'll have this going back to 26, and we have our root 2 minus, so this 2 multiplies every term here, so we're going to have 2 times 12 will get 24, and mg times 2, the 2 will also disappear from here, so we're going to have only mg equals, when you multiply 2 by this one, will reduce to m, we'll also have 2m. And after that, we need this m in the same side, so what we have here is only 26 root 2 minus 24 equals 2m plus mg. And we're gonna factor out m, and we still have 6 root 2 minus 24, and I will have my m out. Then here we're gonna have 2 plus g. Since I'm interested in getting m, then I'm gonna divide this by 2 plus g. So let me bring it to the left hand side before dividing, and we have 2 plus g equals 26 root 2 minus 24. Now dividing both sides, would have here 2 plus g, also 2 plus g, and our 2 plus g will disappear from the left hand side. Therefore we're gonna have only m from the left hand side equals, so for this one we can enter everything into a calculator to see that our answers will be exactly the same like what has been given before. So we're going to use this fraction, and we have 26 multiplies root 2, and we're going to subtract away 24, and we'll divide this by 2 plus g, and remember g is 9.8. The moment you place here 10, you're gonna get wrong answer. So let's punch the equal sign, and we get 1.08 to 165,476. Firstly, we need to write everything like this before rounding to the significant figures required by the question, so that your calculation has been accurate. So we have 1.082. Let's check again, 165,476, and we go ahead and round to 2 decimal places to make 3 significant figures. Therefore, our value for the mass m is approximately equals 1.08, and that is in kilogram. And this is the answer shown from the question here. As we can see it also, that we are getting the value of m as 1.08 kilograms and 3 significant figures. So if you have gotten some value from this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and see you in my next upcoming videos.